Oh, Detective Frazier.
Mr. Case,
How are you?
I am great. Nobody got killed at the bank. Everybody's happy. My kind of day.
That's wonderful, wonderful, Detective Mitchell.
Case?
Be seated, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Can I offer you anything?
No.
I must say, I was most impressed by the way you handled that business.
Thank you, Mr. Case.
Whenever I hear the term New York's finest, you're who I think of. You keep the rest of us safe and make it look easy.
Pardon me.
What's so amusing?
When you say the rest of us, Mr. Case, I mean, you got to look around. The rest of us is a category that you haven't qualified for in a long time.
Touche, Detective. I won't deny it. I've done well.
Yes, you have. But I'm very confused. You see, I got a case where armed robbers laid siege to your bank.
It is your bank, right?
I'm chairman of the board of directors.
Then the Zeit, the vinegar zoot, the robbers disappear. Poof. And they don't take a nickel, right?
You asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you. I mean, it's your bank. You own it. I'm asking
It's
you.
a tiny part of our organization.
No robbers, no real victims, no loot missing. It's got to be the first time in law enforcement history.
I never heard of it before.
So you got to ask yourself, what the fuck happened, don't you, Mr. Case?
I'm not quite sure I like your tone,
You don't
officer.
like my tone? Then give me a straight answer. It's the founding bank of your empire. You built it. It's your baby. Give me a straight answer. What do you think happened?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on now. Come on. I tell you what I think happened. I think you sent that woman in there to patch things up. Miss White, I think you paid her. What was she doing in there?
This is absurd. Are you implying that I had anything to do with it?
392. Safe deposit box 392. What's the story on that?
I have no idea what you're
Don't
talking
lie
about.
to me, Mr. Case.
I don't lie.
I looked at all the records. All the bank records for safe deposit boxes at your bank. At first glance, everything looked fine, but there was one safe deposit box that had no records. I mean, going all the way back to 1948. So I started thinking, who would have the answer to this riddle? Probably the man who forgot to mention that he built the bank in the first place in 1948. It doesn't add up, Mr. Case. It does not add up.
I'm afraid I can't be of any further use to you, Detective.
It's something really bad, isn't it?
Mr. Frazier, I have spent my whole life serving humanity. You can ask anyone who knows me. They'll vouch for me and for the things that I've done.
You think they'll vouch for you after I find out the truth about this ring? I don't think so. Oh, by the way, that thing you said about us being New York's finest, I want you to know we really appreciate that.
How gracious.
Let's go. We're gonna follow that ring.
Hey, Keith, let me see your shoe.
What?
Let me see your shoe.
Why?
Because I have never seen anybody put their foot that far up a guy's ass.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Oh, man, you cut him an ass the length of the Lincoln tongue. We're going to need a traffic cop on that shit.
Good afternoon, sir. Do you have a reservation?
Looking for the mayor?
May I have your hat, please?
No, you cannot. Get your own.
You can invest $4 billion over the next 4 years.
It's all in place. Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Mayor, but there's an old American saying, when there's blood on the streets, somebody's got to go to jail.
Edwin, could you please excuse us for a minute? What's this about, Detective?
I believe Detective Frazier is looking for some closure.
That's a good word. Closure. Case. Closed. You know what I mean? This is the number of the War Crimes Issues office in Washington, D.C.
How'd you like to be on the front page of the New York Times?
That'd be great. Make sure they spell my name right, though. That's Frazier with a Z. You can keep the pen.
You made copies?
Please. We got to keep the real criminals off the street, Your Honor. All right, well, thanks for lunch.